as the controller and emperor of this show, I wanted to make sure it sounded good, Peyton. So I'm being responsible right now.
Okay.
There's no egos in this show. No egos at all.
So
It's nice to know that you're still humble, anyway.
yeah,
And that the success of working on 3 current shows hasn't changed you.
it's changed me a little bit.
You're consistent, at least.
Yeah.
Take from that what you will.
God, I just got to say,
Peyton likes that. Peyton likes that.
now,
Just
now,
saying.
real quick.
It won't be quick. Because
This will be the start of the show. Okay.
Ironically. Edit this in, Peyton.
Yeah. This will be the start of the show.
Because it's my show.
Which 6 people did you ask to dress you today?
See. Guys, this is a great example of when you become really successful and you start working. The person you were slowly changes and erodes, and then the darkness comes out of your soul.
Yeah.
This guy.
Okay, so you've got this great jacket on. The jacket is actually good.
I'm cold.
You are cold?
You know I don't like the cold.
Is it because you're getting frailer? Is that what it's going on?
I can leave at any moment, Peyton, right?
You can.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But I won't. I'll stay here.
You stay here. I like the pin.
Basquiat pin, yeah.
Who's that?
Basquiat.
Who's the best cat?
Basquiat.
Basquiat.
Moving on.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I really don't know. I'm being serious. No? You're not going to tell me?
No, I'm not.
He doesn't even know. That's why he's not telling me. Anyway, I love the hat. The hat looks great. It's just the scarf.
You're not feeling my neck scarf, are you?
I'm not feeling the neck scarf.
Why not? What's wrong with it?
Maybe I'm just jealous that you're much more stylish than I'll ever be. No?
It's all smoke and mirrors, my friend.
Yeah.
Why did I call you my friend? Anyway, what's the topic today? This is the big intro to the audience.
So
Is that where the camera is? I'm looking at the camera. Hi.
So I brought you on here again.
Oh, wow.
Again.
No friends.
No friends.
You flew me over from England because all of your friends refused to return your calls. I'm here.
That's actually happened a few times with the TikTok videos I send over
No
to a lot of my
surprise.
friends. Yeah, they don't respond back to me because one of them has a kid. I'm just using that in quotation marks. He has a kid.
Stole them.
I was gonna say he's a bad father, but he's not. He's a great father. Yeah.
Bad father for coming on this show. Absolutely.
No. No, I was gonna ask you, how are things, first of all, in London? Is it like still pretty locked down over there?
In all seriousness, Wesam, I just came back about a month ago.
Yeah.
Went home to see my mum. And leaving California, where everyone is uber safe, as far as I'm concerned, or at least making an effort, masking up, flying into England, it is crazy. It's like there's no global pandemic. It's ridiculous. And they're wondering why the numbers are so high. And love my friends, but a number of my friends, I was watching them over social media, going out, partying, no masks. And I made a choice. It was my birthday over the break. And I made a choice not to tell anyone that I was coming back. Because I'm like, I'm not going back, hanging out with my mum for 2 weeks and leaving her with COVID. And it was just the attitude of the Brits, but also it's come from the government that in the last 2 weeks...
Get this right here. Yeah.
In the last 2 weeks, it was found out that Boris Johnson, our erstwhile Prime Minister, whilst telling everyone not to come out, not to socialise, was throwing huge parties in 10 Downing Street. You could not make this up. And there's video evidence, and it's all come out. And so the country's pretty much said, fuck you, we're going to do what we want to do. We don't want to wear masks. And that's where England is.
Yeah.
So it's a hot, holy mess right about now.
So cases are pretty high up there. And
they were 2 weeks ago. And you know, and sadly, my uncle just went into hospital on Monday with COVID.
Oh my gosh.
And he's got a lot of heart conditions. But, you know, it's because, you know, he's walking around with masks, but so many people aren't. So it's a shit show right now.
Man.
But anyway, he's fine. Ish, recovering.
He's recovering.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Which is good.
Yeah, man, I don't know what to believe anymore with everything that's going on. And, you know, you read one thing, they say cases are up, and and then another thing says, well, the hospitals are down, but the deaths are up.
Right.
And so it's just hard for me to decipher whether everything. I was just curious what was going on in London because, you know, Denmark just said that they're removing all restrictions and they're classifying it as not a pandemic type of virus anymore. And so they're letting loose over there. So I don't know how things are really going for them over there.
But ironically, I took my son to doctors this morning, and we were chatting, the doctor and I, and he said that, you know, in Japan, they've had 2,000 deaths in the whole of that country because they just took affirmative action,
Yeah.
which is embarrassing. And actually, he was also saying that we are now like officially over the worst of it. He said, people are going to get it, but it's not going to be where it was a year ago. And I was like, well, I haven't gotten it yet, touch wood, and I'm happy to be at the back of the queue.
Oh, wow. You still haven't gotten it. Oh, wow. You're very lucky then.
That's what you've got it, haven't you? You've invited me here to give me COVID.
Dude, you know how, oh my God, I would feel so bad if I give it. But you mind me asking, are you vaccinated?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to get on the plane, you have to be double vaxxed, and the day before you have to be tested, and you have to present at the gate your test from the day before. You have to actually present it. You can't even take a picture of it. You have to present it in the physical form, or they do not allow you on.
Oh, you have to print it off and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not even a picture.
Man, I'm surprised I haven't gotten it with all the traveling I've been doing between here and New York City. Yeah. I mean, I was filming Law and Order during the height of
name dropping.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna name drop. Of course.
What else are you filming? Let's get it out of the way now.
Well, Equalizer. I did a little bit on Made for Love. We'll see if I'll come back for that. No, it's been good, man. It's been really good. I've been really happy working on that show. It comes back February 24th.
Don't talk about your work.
No, I have
scary traveling? Is it scary traveling?
No.
We don't need to talk about your work.
Well, no. What do you mean it's scary traveling?
Like, is it in terms of jumping on a plane?
It's just annoying.
With all that. I mean, I hate the mask. And I was sat on a plane for 11 hours with a mask.
Yeah, it's annoying, dude. Did you do business or coach?
Business, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't do I just wondered.
Who does coach? Do you do coach?
Oh, whoa, you're bashing on people who do coach?
No, I'm just saying.
Well, it seems like you were.
No, I just said
you're like, who does coach?
I don't speak like that.
You just coach.
No, I just don't know anyone who does coach. Is that still a thing?
Wow. I don't know anyone who does coach.
I don't.
Wow. I wonder what it's like being.
But actually,
you
know what? We don't call it coach. It's called economy.
Yeah?
Yes.
Now, how annoying is that? The way you said that.
Economy. All of the syllables, please. Just saying.
Yeah.
Coach. A coach is a vehicle, isn't it? You call it a bus, but we call it a coach. So it's not that, is it? It's economy class.
Yeah.
Class.
Economy
class. Anyway.
We lost all of our listeners, by the way, with you just talking about this.
There's only one anyway. That's me, and I'm here.
That's fine with me. Are you still forcing your son to do soccer?
I've just come back, actually, berating him for his bad attitude right about now. Yes, half an hour I was lecturing him. Generosity of spirits, I'm trying to teach him at the moment.
He's getting good, though.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
but he is because I'm making practice.
Yeah.
You know what, you and I are very similar in terms of artistry. If you tell me that this is me, my parenting, if you tell me you want to do something, I'll support you 100%. Yeah. But you are going to do it correctly, whether that's stamp collecting, whatever you want to do.
Right.
Apply yourself, because I do think it's a great lesson for life.
How's the teaching going?
It was interesting, actually. I thought about you, Wesam, and...
Oh, no.
No, it's how's it going? No, I think it's a conversation that you and I have had in as much as I sound so old now. Young artists want this immediate success like yesterday. And that's why I brought you in, because I think you're such a great example of doing the frigging work and being diligent and, just watching this younger generation come up and expecting instant success because you've been doing a class for 6 weeks.
Mm.
And they all think they can be serious regulars. I said, so you can walk out on a sound stage with 300 or 400 crew that have been setting up, plus 100 extras and turn over in 5 or 6 takes. They think they can.
That's really interesting.
But you can't learn a scene in a week.
No. And I wonder if...
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm wondering how many of those actors have had guest spots or co-stars. Because if you have a good head on your shoulders and a good sense of awareness, if you've had like a really good guest spot, maybe like where you do even like a recurring where it's 2 episodes, and you're working on a show that, let's say they changed the dialogue the night before, or you get to set and the blocking, you're not feeling it, but you have to do it because that's the way it needs to be done. I wonder how many of them would go, oh, man, this is not as comfortable as I thought this was going to be.
Right.
I'm really curious because, I know you mentioned coming back and possibly like doing like a workshop or something. And I was thinking about that and what would best benefit them. And I was thinking like to do, just give everybody like a series, it's like a set of sides, you know, and make them only be like a couple of pages.
Yeah.
But have them like prepare them, and it's not everybody's going to do the same scene. Everybody's going to have like a different, like for the most part, there might be like 3 or 4 people doing the same scene, right? And then everybody else gets, it's different scenes. But what I think would benefit is having them come up, prep what they think it's going to be, and then just change the blocking completely on being like, actually, no, I want you to come in from that end, and you know what? Let's change this line and do this. And actually, for this character, they want him more standoffish. And yeah, let's go. Let's roll it. Are you guys ready? Like, we'll give you guys just a couple of minutes. Okay, we're setting, like, this is how we're going to set up the lights. Awesome. Like, make them feel that pressure.
Yeah.
And be like, great, rolling, sound, action.
And you better deliver.
Yeah. And see how they react in that kind of short amount of time, so they can realize, like, okay, what'd you learn when you're put under that amount of pressure?
Yeah. Again, I don't know. I think I'm getting old. Just this whole access to social networking and seemingly successful people making it overnight. You know, all the actors that we know that are successful have been like 20 and 30 years overnight sensations. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't know. And what is it to be successful? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess each person's going to have their own definition of that, but isn't success at the moment in society defined by how many the amount of actors that I know now who are asking, well, if I have XYZ followers, will that get me in the room? I'm like, what?
Yeah, like maybe, but will you be able to deliver in the room? See, that's also another thing that you bring up, society's definition of success, and whether you want to adopt society's definition of success, and what does success really mean to you, and really breaking down that definition for yourself. Because if you think, cool, once I become a series regular on a show, that's successful. Awesome. What about after that?
You know, we started to bring my son back round to this, but the other day we were talking about football, and I says, well, what do you want to get out of football? It shocked me what he said. I want a big house and a big car. I says, why? He says, because that means I'll be rich. I says, you realise you're rich already? Well, how? I says, you are rich in spirit. I says, you can be rich playing football in the playground. If you see someone fall over and you go and help them, that's rich. That's a rich person. I says, but money is not going to define you as rich financially, yeah, but are you a nice person? And it's I kind of think, and I'm part of it. I'm part of a social network. Just when you see a lot of these curated stories, curated life stories. I mean, I know a few people who curate stuff, and I'm like, that's not your life. I know you, and I know that is not your life.
Yeah, it's very interesting what people put out there.
Right. But are you happy?
Well, I think.
Not you personally. I mean, you're happy, really.
No,
you're really happy right now because I'm with you. I understand that. But when I'm not with you, when Peyton's not with you, when Alexandra's not with you, are you really happy?
That's a great question, because you have to understand to yourself, what's the difference between happiness and being at peace?
You're never at peace when I'm not with you.
Excuse me?
You're never at peace when I'm not with you.
I'm never at peace when you're not with me.
Yeah. Now you feel really peaceful because...
Now you ruin my train of thought as usual. Like
it would have derailed anyway.
I can see why your son
train of
is just so upset with you. He just hates you.
He does know that I'm with Uncle Wesam right about now.
Yeah, and I love that he loves me more than like, it just makes me feel so good.
Well, he's your child. He's your black child, isn't he? Kind of like Madonna in the 80s. You know, when she went to Africa and got some black kids.
Absolutely not.
Keep that in.
No, best compliment I ever received. First time I saw your kid.
Oh no.
He goes up to me and goes, "I thought you were black." And I'm like, I'm not.
That's what he says to me every morning.
He's like, oh, wow. I thought the way my dad was talking about you, I just thought you were black. You just seem so cool and everything. The way he was talking about you, I was like, I'm not black, but that's the best compliment I've ever received.
And you fist bumped him, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Anyway.
You're so old.
I am so
Your
old.
jokes are so old.
I hate the pictures you put on me on your
Yeah.
stories. I look
love
really old. It just
You look like I can smell the retirement home. You
smell
know
the
that?
old urine, right?
Oh my god!
It's the diaper.
Why do you eat like that though?
I have no idea. I just to be fair, I had to laugh. I had to think. Fair play to you.
Yeah, it's good. At least it gets some
Fantastic.
attention to your page. You know.
It does. I have all these random people trying to like me.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are. They're clearly followers of yours.
Yeah.
Keep, keep them.
Well, hold on. I want to go back to what it means to be happy and be at peace, because I think there's a lot of happiness that is so short-lived
Yeah.
for that young artists try to strive for all the time. And I think they need to realize that there's no value, little value in healthy short-term happiness. There's little value in that. There's more value of being at peace, and figuring out what will make you at peace, I think, just takes time and experience. Because I'll give you an example. There's a girl, I'm not going to mention her name. She barely had any acting experience, and she booked the lead in a TV show.
Yeah.
The lead. Now, as a young actor, that sounds like a dream come true until you are the lead, and it's a nightmare because you are overwhelmed with the amount of hours. You are overwhelmed with the amount of work. And then I'm more than sure if you have a good head on your shoulders and you realize how inexperienced you are, you go, wow, can I even deliver at this point?
Yeah.
Maybe I charmed them enough in the audition.
Yeah.
And maybe the other people just sucked. Like I'm so thankful I never booked anything big whenever I first came out here. Otherwise, I really could have screwed myself up and made wrong impressions.
And again, I'm looking, and I love these young artists, but the experience, and also handling the no's, but also, again, I'm fortunate that a lot of the actors that I know, that class as friends, are always working and are experienced and have had the lows to be able to maintain and work with integrity and turn up and do the job. And know that actually sometimes it's going to be quiet. But these guys, right about now, they just want everything right now. But they don't have the experience to be able to carry a show, to be a number one in a show. I'm like, you have no idea. Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. Also, don't you want to get good instead of get? That should be the goal.
Right. But also be able to be in a show, maybe not be the lead, and go in and be a day player and watch.
Yeah.
And soak in. And talk and ask, but I'm always shocked as well how many young artists who want to do what we do don't watch TV, don't watch films.
You know, I was on Awkward for years.
You were awkward for years.
I was awkward for years. No, I was on the show Awkward for years, and one of the best blessings of that show were there were days when I would sometimes either have no lines or one line, and it was just a day to watch, and I'd be on set for 12 hours, literally just watching, watching. And if you need to learn how to watch and soak up everything, because you might not think you're improving by just watching, but if you're a good watcher, oh my gosh.
Osmosis. You're taking it in. Chicago 7, Eddie Redmayne, there's a big courtroom scene. I read recently in an interview that scene, I think, took about 7 or 8 days to film. He had no lines. Didn't need to be caught, but he would go in and sit in the court.
Yeah.
He could have got a double, but he chose. He was like, well, actually, let me be in it, and also I want to watch these actors.
Yeah,
Redmayne's a beast, but just thinking, no, I'm still a student. Let me go watch.
Yeah,
that.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Right.
I mean, yeah. Well, I wish your students nothing but the best. I know the talk I talked with some of them. They were able to do some great things. Christian, for example. He booked that short film, and I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, he's a hard worker. But, you came with a lot of knowledge, was very generous, and they really loved what you had to say. Yeah. I just hope, and you were always, for me, when I had the idea of the Artist Lounge, the first person to bring in, because I just love your work ethic. And I thought, no, you need to hear from this guy about what it takes. And I always talk about you even now, in as much as I remember when we had the conversations in Mexico, that I loved one of the things that you would do on your day off on a Sunday This guy's filming, and on a Sunday, he would self-tape for no other reason because he wants to stay sharp. And I'm like, that's what you got to compete against.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Enough compliments about you, anyway.
I just love compliments about me. That's
Let's
what
move
makes
on.
me that's my success.
Let's move on.
That makes me happy. So you still act, or do you?
I act the goat.
What? Is
Never
that
heard
old? Is that an
No,
old British joke from
no.
the East End?
What?
Is that something that like
Act the goat. Act the fool.
act the goat?
Shakespeare, but you don't have much experience with Shakespeare. Did I tell you when I worked with Ray Fiennes and Tom Hanks doing Shakespeare? I didn't. Let's not talk about me. Yeah, I occasionally act.
That's cool that you were able to like serve them drinks and stuff while they were like really thirsty during the production. That's really cool that you were like osmosis, you know, like you're like, oh, no.
Mr. Hanks, can I give you half-time interval drinks, please?
Yeah. I'm sure that's
Like that.
exactly how it went.
I did.
All right, it's me.
Monday, Tuesday.
Have you ever heard of me saying the days of the week in British?
No.
In British. What did you say in British?
In British, yeah. So that's how it's supposed to be said.
What?
In British.
You're embarrassing Peyton, man.
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
You're not eradicating the thought that all
So
Americans are
ready.
stupid right about now.
This is a crash course
In
in
British.
accent work.
In British.
Dialect work.
In
Excuse me.
British.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Wow. And I soaked it all in too. Guys,
I'm lost for words.
that's why you're an actor. I get it now.
Wow. How?
Hey, how
So
far away does
this proves that anyone can do this.
it does? Hey, that's kind of rude.
No, it proves
That's kinda rude.
beyond shadow of a doubt that we all have a chance.
You want, okay? This is the first time I saw what's your name? Anthony on
Rude.
at Chablé. Okay. I thought, and I'm not joking.
I haven't heard this one before.
You know, dude, this is so.
What are you about to say?
I'm
No, I love
actually
it.
trying to be careful with my wording.
No, don't. Listen
No,
to me.
no. I gotta be careful. So, you ever? I think it's one of those the drag shows. What are they called?
RuPaul's Drag Race, something like that.
Yeah, it might be RuPaul's Drag Race.
Right.
When RuPaul is not in the thing, in the getup, what's the thick frame glasses?
His glasses? He just has...
I don't know their.
I've never
I don't
watched
know
those.
Rue's pronouns, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's his or hers or
Right, they.
they.
Just call them they.
Yeah, their pronouns. So, they have these really unique, thick framed, colorful glasses. I saw him in Chablé walking around with these thick colored. Do you know the glasses I'm talking about?
The ones I wear to read.
The what?
The ones I wear to read.
Those are your reading glasses?
The big grey ones.
They were colorful. The one that, yeah, I could see them from like
Oh,
across a
no.
field.
I know the ones you want
Yeah,
to Yes.
and you were
Yes.
dressed
Yes.
so colorful, and I was like, "Whoa, they got RuPaul to do this role? That's crazy."
It's a compliment.
It is. I'm just saying.
It's
So
a
then
compliment.
when I saw you, I was like, "Oh, that's not RuPaul. That's way too, this guy's way too old."
I love it. Brunch. A stand-up comedian.
How far away does that seem, Chablé? Doesn't it seem like we did that ages ago?
It does.
It was literally 6 months ago.
It really does. A lot can change in 6 months. Yeah.
How great was that experience, minus the emergency diarrhea and stomach pains?
Never affected me. I was blessed.
What?
No, I didn't get anything.
You got one at least a couple days. You're like, I'm not feeling it. At least
Yeah,
once
but
or
I
twice.
didn't. Nothing came out. I just didn't feel very well.
But you didn't have any diarrhea or anything?
No.
Oh, dude. That was me for 3 weeks.
It's called karma.
Oh, probably. Yeah, I've done a lot of bad stuff in my life.
No, I was fine.
So lucky.
But what an outstanding place, though.
Very beautiful.
But you'd had enough by the end, hadn't you?
I was there for a month. Remember?
Didn't we get there at the same time?
Yeah, but I didn't get to work until 3 weeks in.
Yeah, same time as me.
Yeah, we just chilled for 3 weeks.
I'm not complaining.
I'm just letting you know. I'm my personality though. If I'm not doing like after 2 weeks, I was like, okay, I gotta do
No, I
something.
mean, I'm with you. Like a week and a half, I was like, yeah, great. And then I just, because you're seeing everyone else work and you want to be part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, even being back from New York, I'm feeling quite recharged actually, Peyton. But now I'm getting antsy. Like I want to work again.
To get back. So, what, are you finished on your shows in New York?
I don't know. That's all I can say.
Well, I think long may it continue. I'm really happy for you, man.
Thanks. Me too. It's a great project. I mean, it is a great project still.
Mhm.
I just don't know I can't say too much.
Yeah.
So.
But also, congratulations to you, by the way, on your yoga training, in all seriousness.
Oh, yeah.
I hate saying this, but I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, I know you are. Are you going to come to one of my classes?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm not a gym bunny. I don't like the gym.
good.
I find it boring.
Yeah.
I can't play football anymore, but I have to do something
Don't worry.
active.
Don't worry. We have a geriatrics class. It's fun.
Why did I walk into that?
It's fun. We'll take care of you.
Is it hot yoga?
I mean, there is hot yoga, but I don't know what class I'm going to teach yet.
Do hot yoga. I like that.
There might be a yoga kickboxing combo thing, which I
Really?
would be doing. Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, do that and I'll be there every week. Like once or twice
Yeah.
a week or what?
I don't know yet. That's the thing. Like, I'm still deciding whether and how.
So
it
are you
would
going to
work?
work out of your own studio or work out of another
No,
studio?
it's at Yoga NoHo if I were to do it.
Well, let me know. I will definitely come because that'll give me great incentive
Yeah.
to do that.
Do you move at all?
I'm a great mover. I'm a great dancer.
I'm a great mover.
I'm live. Live.
Barely.
No.
Barely.
No, stop it. Play nicely. I'm live. Yeah, good mover. Bit of a good kickboxer in my day as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Mm.
Show me a little punch. Show me a little jab.
Chin up. Let me take this ring off.
Hey, your ring fell off when you tried punching me earlier.
It did. Yeah, my wedding ring, no less.
know.
Oh, I shouldn't tell anyone I was married, should I?
What? Are you having how many affairs?
Why do I do that?
You made it sound like you have all these affairs going on. You're like, oh shit, I shouldn't have told you I'm married. Oh, shit, my
No, I
life
just
is ruined.
prefer to keep my private life private.
Oh, that's fine.
It did. I went to punch you and it flew off. That was
I know.
that was karma for me,
That's
wasn't it?
interesting. What does that mean?
That you're having an affair with my wife.
Whoa, no. I don't do
That my child is yours. I don't know.
Whoa, that's
He keeps saying
so impossible if you really think about it.
He keeps saying that you're his father. Anyway, so yoga.
Yeah.
Let's talk about yoga.
All right.
What made you take up yoga?
I've been doing it since acting class in college when I took it in voice and movement. And I didn't realize the importance of it until I started doing it more consistently out here over the past years. And then I've always wanted to give back what yoga has done for me.
What has it done for you?
First and foremost, it's helped me tremendously with anxiety.
Seriously, I'd never guess.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I deal with a lot of anxiety.
Wow.
Yeah. I know it sounds kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're moving into a slightly more serious topic because, mental health issues, I'm dealing with it a lot with, artists and students.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a guy that I currently know who always has his shit together, I'll never say, looking at you, that you suffer with anxiety at all.
Well, I think it's the way a person deals or suffers with it, and tries to understand why. Mm-hmm. One of my biggest anchors is God.
Yeah.
And so that helps me tremendously. And my relationship with the divine. That's my anchor.
Right.
So yoga is a great way of safely pushing yourself to extreme physical exertion. And I love that.
You made a comment there. I want to go back.
No, it's okay. You can interrupt me again. That's fine.
I will. What I have to say is more important than what you were saying anyway. When you were talking about the great divine, given a choice between yoga and your own personal spirituality, which in the midst of anxiety gives you the greatest sense of calm?
Well, immediately the great divine, but yoga is the tool to connect with that.
Right.
Yoga at its core, what I learned through this training program, is a connection, is trying to reconnect with the great divine and remove all suffering from your life.
Okay.
That's what the purpose of yoga is.
Yeah.
And I know that's some people don't believe in this, some people don't believe in that, some people have these beliefs. When I say the great divine, it's the life force of everything in this universe.
Yeah.
It's something beyond comprehension.
Yeah, yeah.
It's something that monks spend their entire lives meditating on and still can barely understand it.
Yeah.
And so that's what it is for me. Vibration.
Yeah,
That's
energy.
What, energy. There's. It's not just like, oh, you mean just something vibrating is the great. No. It's much deeper than that.
The thing that we can't see but we know is absolutely the essence of this.
Yeah.
You know.
So I know everybody's perspective of what that great energy is a little different, and so with yoga, not only does it help me with that sense, but breathing is scientifically proven, when done correctly, to reprogram your brain, to create literally, you know how we were talking about vibration and everything like that? I'm not doing it justice, but there is electricity through our bodies. We do exude a magnetic force of sorts, a magnetic field.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when we feel anxious or uneasy or we're scared or fearful, that feeling can be reversed or changed or bettered through certain breathing techniques that I've learned through Kundalini yoga.
Yeah.
And I'm a very skeptical person. I'm not a tree hugger. When somebody says immediately like, oh, you're a Libra? Okay, this is what you're... I'm like, okay, all right, whatever. These breathing techniques work for me 100%. If the way you do certain, like for instance, fire breathing, if you do it before, whenever you're feeling very tired in the morning, boom, I feel like I just got a cup of coffee in me.
Yeah. Wow.
When you regulate breathing through interchanging your index finger and your thumb and the way you breathe in and out, all of a sudden that anxiety goes away. That physical feeling of the anxiety goes away. That way the problem might still be there, but you're in a much sturdier place
to deal with it. Going back to Chablais and connecting to this, do you remember when we went into the what do you call it, that hot house?
Oh, the 3-hour sweat lodge.
How did you find that? Because fundamentally that was about going back and being at one with the self.
Yeah.
Despite there being individuals around you.
Yeah, well, the individuals around me are what kind of ruined it for me. No offense to them.
Yeah.
But I just would have wanted to be by myself. Look at Peyton, knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. No, I just don't. Okay, I'm just going to be real. I don't care about anybody else during that time because it's such a spiritual thing and it's a personal thing.
It is a time about the self, isn't it?
Yeah, so I don't want to hear about anybody else's stuff. And I don't, I start
tuning out
or judging.
Yeah.
I sound like an asshole right now, don't I?
No, I know. You could have just said tuning out, and then you slapped right there at the end and judging.
Well, I'm sorry. I do judge. I can't help it. I'm being real.
I don't. So the 3 hours were kind of wasted on you.
Yeah. The only thing that I got good out of it was the fact that I didn't quit.
Yeah. There was a moment, I think maybe with 2.5 hours, no, about half an hour ago, I need out. I
was like, I'd rather die in here than quit before one of these guys.
And I had to lie by the door because I'm like, it just became too much. Do you remember?
My face was on the floor because there was the coldest part. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
so I'm literally on this wet floor doing this.
Yeah. Well, she said kind of if the higher you go, the hotter it's going to be. I was like, well, I love heat.
Right. You stood up.
Yeah. Big mistake. And I started to feel sick. I'm like, what? I'm going to tap out.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know what? I kind of enjoyed it. I would have liked, if I had to do it again, to do it, but in complete silence.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I would have just done it with what's her name?
The teacher. I can't know her name.
Yeah, the abuela.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, with her speaking, you mean, and no one else.
Yeah, like I don't like because you need somebody to
control.
guide you.
Yeah.
You need a guider in there, right?
Yeah.
Great. I'll just deal with that. I should have paid just to have it by myself.
I think you are right in as much as that's a great idea that she could have led and we didn't need to verbally respond. It's just you can have that communication, you can have that dialogue, but internally.
Yeah.
The questions she poses.
Yeah.
She can ask at the same time and everyone's responding, but to themselves, for themselves.
Yeah.
Because the more I think about it, Peyton, you might be going through what you're going through, but ultimately, that's your individual journey. Because then it can become a bit indulgent.
Yeah, and I can't stand that.
Did she even instruct people to like verbally, or did people just start doing it?
No, I mean it was part of the purging.
Okay.
To get it out of the self.
I just wanted to make sure like people weren't just like, this is my time to talk.
Well,
I'm gonna dump my life story on everybody real quick.
No, that's how I feel though. When I don't know if you remember, you probably don't, but I would give very short answers because first of all, I don't want to bother anybody with my shit because A, I don't want to. B, it's a personal thing.
Is that not the wrong way to look at it? Because fundamentally, I guess there's a contract when you enter that we're all going in for the same thing. Mm-hmm. Peyton would understand. I'd understand. You'd understand. So when it's your time to speak,
but I like you guys. Sorry, go ahead.
But well, don't like me. But so when it's your turn to speak, it's not about bothering him. That is your time. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
but no, I'm like, I know Peyton has his own demons and his own problems.
Yeah.
So it's a personal thing.
Yeah.
I don't like to burden people. I really don't like to. If I'm dealing with something,
let me deal with it.
I'll deal with it because I know people are fighting their own things. And if I share something with you, it's going to be someone I trust and someone I really need help. Because I know what it's like. Like I personally just don't want to burden people because I know they're going through their own shit. And I've been in so many acting classes where it becomes a therapy session.
Yes.
And I'm sorry that you're dealing with this. I truly am. But I don't care.
Place. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that.
I don't care because this is not what this is about.
Yeah,
it's not an immediate thing where my abusive dad is right outside that door and he's going to beat the shit out of me as soon as I walk out of here. No, that's not what we're dealing with.
Right.
You're dealing with something that happened either a long time ago or it's in this, it's in your zone where you live. That was a really specific example that had nothing to do with anything. I don't know why that came about. But
Are you
know
sure?
What I mean?
Are you sure?
No, my dad is awesome. I love my dad. And nobody's ever said that where my dad is right outside the door. But do you know the immediacy of it? The immediacy of it. Yeah. And so also I'm paying not for that. I'm paying for something else. Yeah. And that's why I was like, oh shoot, I shouldn't have done this with other people. I shouldn't have done this with other people because I need it to be more about my inward journey. Yeah. And I can't concentrate when people are crying in there. I don't do good with that.
And it was a struggle originally to concentrate, wasn't it? It was real mind over matter because of the heat, because of the darkness. So you're struggling with that.
Yeah.
But I liked that in terms of, okay, I'm in here for 3 hours. I love the heat anyway. But having to cope with, I can't see my hand in front of me.
I would have loved to have done it by myself. How much scarier would it have that been?
Well, I don't think I wanted it to be scared, but I love the experience of just
more challenging
being at one.
Well, that's what I mean because then it's like you're really in the wilderness. That's my shit, dude.
By yourself.
When you're by yourself. Oh, that's why my pre-dawn runs, whenever I was really dealing with some really bad shit and really bad anxiety in 2016, those pre-dawn runs really, really helped me.
Calmed your mind.
Calmed my body and my mind because I knew there was a mountain lion out there.
Got you.
I knew there were coyotes. I know there's snakes. So.
But that was kind of spurned you on in a way, no?
Yeah, and
the danger of it.
The danger, but also pushing through
the fear.
the fear and then also doing something
By the
whenever
way-
you have that anxiety.
By the way, it was coyotes, not coyote.
That's what you interrupted me for?
Yeah. My brain couldn't help it.
Yeah, I know. When you age, right, the brain deteriorates at certain ages, you know?
Not this one.
Well,
Anyway,
look at how you're dressed.
so your morning run,
Please take off the jacket.
the coyotes.
Please take off the jacket.
No, because I'm cold.
Are you really cold?
I'm always cold.
I'm cold too.
Okay, what are you wearing?
Thank you. But
What are you wearing underneath there?
a t-shirt. Short sleeve, but I'm always cold.
You know what's funny? Thank God it's cold in here because we were worried it was going to be hot when we built this place.
Really?
Okay, cool.
Interesting fact.
What do you want me to say to that, Wesam?
You gave me this look that you're like, this is how you looked at me. You went like you were lost.
That look was how I felt. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. So the coyotes.
Yeah.
the
So anyway,
lions.
pushing through all that stuff, even though I felt like horrible, made me go, you know what? I was able to get through this. It was a small victory that led to more victories.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to do it again, because I love the physical challenge of what that was. I love intense heat, but also I love the darkness. Strange. I just loved hearing the wood crackle, the fire.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it could have
Darkness.
the
Dude,
darkness.
I bet you got some demons.
No, I'm quite boring.
Yeah.
Demons, no, I'm.
Like, I like a little extra milk in my tea. Slammed him. Slammed him, dude. Dude, slammed you.
You're the only demon I know. No, I'm not dark at all. I tend to deal with shit. Like I'm quite upfront. I don't
Yeah.
tend to carry things around.
Yeah. Is it oh no, that's too mean. Anyway.
Why stop a habit of a lifetime? I love you being mean to me. I really do.
When are we gonna work together on something? That's what I wanna do.
I don't know. I'd love for that to happen. Someone asked me that the other day, and I think it was Christian actually. I said, I don't know. That's, you know, fortune hopefully was going to smile on us and throw us together again soon.
Maybe okay. Dream
Don't know. Maura
scenarios.
Kirkland.
Dream scenarios.
Show together.
Dream scenarios. Where two characters that hate each other. That could be a fun one.
We could do the remake of what was that thing with Danny Glover and Mel Gibson?
Lethal Weapon?
Yeah.
But you're too old.
You
Slammed him.
not really, because you're the weapon, aren't you? It's not a
What?
compliment.
What?
In the
What?
UK, we call a dick a weapon. Just saying. And you're a dick.
Yeah?
I'd be
Well, I'm the
lethal.
ultimate
I'd
weapon.
be lethal, and you'd be the
Wait,
weapon.
wait. Oh my god.
Lethal dick.
Oh my
Just saying.
gosh.
See, you're not as
Your
cool as
son's
you think
gonna
you
see
are.
this. Your son's
No, he's
gonna
not.
see this someday.
You won't watch anything that you're in.
Lethal Weapon would be interesting. I don't know.
No, I mean, it's all been done, hasn't it? I mean, it's all kind of generic stuff. I mean, what are you watching at the moment?
Nothing. I'm the worst actor when it comes to stuff like that.
You're the worst actor.
Yeah.
But, oh, when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
You having trouble hearing again?
Pardon?
Huh?
You like that one, didn't you?
Dude.
Very
yours.
quick. Yeah, what are you watching?
No, nothing. Seriously.
Uh,
Am I watching anything right now?
Why
I
are
watch a
you
lot of
asking
YouTube.
him?
Why? Yeah. Why are you asking me?
I don't know. I just wanted to.
There's a sh-
Law and Order. You watch your own show.
I do watch my
he
show.
does.
There you go.
What a dick.
I know.
That's not a dick. I'm
Oh,
supporting
oh,
the cast.
pause my scene. You need
I'm-
to be on a show called Industry.
Industry.
Yeah.
What's that about?
It's a US UK collab, and basically it's set in the banking region of London.
Yeah.
And on the paper, all of the characters are quite obnoxious, but actually, what's the genius about it? Great dialogue. There's vulnerability in all of them.
Yeah.
In all of these dicks, that they find a moment, and each episode concentrates on a different character. But the way the writing is exposes their vulnerability, their Achilles heel. I mean, it's very, very clever. But your kind of wit, your kind of your nastiness, your spitefulness
Wow.
would really be well served in that show. Because
Yeah.
on the paper, they're not very nice characters.
Okay.
So for you, NAR.
Thank you.
No acting required.
Oh. Okay. I appreciate that. You know, you'd be a great extra in
Any show that you were in.
Show. Dude.
By the way,
You were
anyway,
great. Hold on. You were great in Harry Potter.
Can't hear you.
Sorry.
Great. I'm really happy. See?
You were great in Harry Potter.
Karma. My son's just started watching Harry Potter, actually.
Oh, what did he think about your role? Did you see him in Harry Potter?
I can't even tell if it's a joke.
No,
or
dude.
anymore.
No. He killed
That's a
it.
joke.
I don't know if there's some
Peyton,
inside
he's
joke.
so obnoxious.
So
I got a text one morning from this guy saying, I did not know you in Harry Potter. And I'm like, here we go. And there's a guy who kind of looks like me, who's in it for about 3 seconds.
I
I'm
knew
like,
it was a fucking joke.
exactly.
You're like,
I was like, this is a bit right now.
I forget what does the character have a line? He goes,
No.
right over there. Or
Something like that.
Yeah, it's like something really quick.
Platform 3, something like that.
Yeah.
I just,
You killed it, man.
It's a Wesam moment. I thought it was hilarious.
So disrespectful.
But I love it. I love you being that. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, you are very Gervais-esque, aren't you?
Esque. Okay, I don't watch any TV right now because
Why?
um
So there's not a show you think, God, I want to be seen for. I'd love to be on that show.
I don't know if this is a selfish thing to say. I see shows and I just want to act. I don't want to watch them. I want to act in them.
Succession, have you seen that?
Seen clips from it. Looks great.
Outstanding.
Yeah, looks really good.
I mean, that's just, for me, head and shoulders above everything else.
Yeah.
In terms of the irony, the humour, but also the drama. I mean, yeah, again, the characters aren't great, but what that cast do with that script is incredible. The writing is just immense.
Something I saw recently. Yeah, nothing I saw recently. I've been actually diving deeper into my work, finding much more just fun stuff. I'm having so much fun nowadays. So much fun.
I mean, how much creative juice are you allowed to bring to a generic network TV show?
Dude, I bring Wesam in every time.
So it's going to be one dimension and boring every episode.
Wow.
Because we've seen Wesam a lot, haven't we? We see him
Slam
here.
me.
We see him,
Slam me.
you know, don't you want to be...
Yeah, what three
The-
shows are you working on right
range?
now?
I'm working on myself, Wesam.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
Ouch. Horrible. Generosity of spirit.
But you still act though, right?
Son, if you're watching, that
Yeah.
is not generosity of spirit.
Okay.
Don't call him
okay.
Uncle Wesam around me. I will slap you, son.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Just saying.
there's the abusive father we were talking about earlier.
Do you remember that time that I called you and I was beating my son at the same time?
Now that's a soundbite.
Men can multitask. I did it.
There you go.
Yeah, I did. I don't take it back.
Yeah.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Oh yeah, that's from Matilda.
It's in the Bible, actually.
Is it really?
You spiritual child. It's in the Bible.
Oh, sorry, I've only read it 3 times. This guy.
What's the second book of the Bible?
The second.
Back to Succession. Kieran Culkin, that's your role.
You've mentioned that before.
Yeah, man, that's
He's
your
good.
role.
He does a lot of good stuff. He has a lot of nice acting choices in it. I like it. Yeah.
Reading what's his name? The lead of the show.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is not the lead of Succession. Brian Cox, and he really goes for some actors, but he does talk about Culkin saying that he's just electric. Jeremy Strong, like him, but
Where do you think, or how much do you think a performance is dictated by how an actor looks? For instance, like Culkin.
you'll never be romantic leads. I mean,
Literally, I'm in a romantic relationship on network TV right now. Literally.
with himself.
Anyway, how much of the person's looks do you think help that? Because Culkin kind of fits that character, like looks-wise, and he delivers.
But interesting enough,
does that make sense? what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But originally he wasn't going for that role. But he read the part and he says, "I want to be seen for that."
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I feel if it's a really good actor,
Yeah.
I'll give a great example. I thought Tom Cruise did fine in it. It was that Jack Reacher film.
Yeah.
But originally the role is 6'6",
Yep.
huge dude.
And then they're remaking it now with a guy who looks
like the
that.
book, like
Yeah.
how it's originally done.
Yeah.
So, it's not like it was bad, his version. It's just, did it really have that same impact as somebody who would be 6'6" and
But
like you
then-
could tell he's gone through all that stuff.
But
for
then,
real.
Wesam, when you watch Tom Cruise, you are just watching a Tom Cruise vehicle. Whatever film you watch him in, it's Tom doing Tom. Because here's the thing then. There's movie stars, aren't there?
Yeah.
In a movie stars, the true movie stars just play themselves.
I disagree. We have Christian Bale.
Character actor. In terms of...
You don't think he's a movie star?
Yeah, but it's a character because he transforms. Movie stars don't generally transform, do they? In terms of transformative, no?
Brad Pitt? I mean, I think, I don't know, I respectfully disagree with you on that.
No, yeah. But in terms of movie stars, those guys who just get shit made because, Cruise is attached.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's some people like that.
I mean, you are right. If you look at his body of work, though, for the most part, it's Tom doing Tom things. No?
Yeah, okay. I just saw an interview with a vampire.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought your hand came up.
No.
Was he a movie star at that point, though, or was he
Yeah,
emerging?
both of them were.
Yeah, I guess.
Because I could then, however, I will say this: Tom Cruise was very entertaining in it. However, he fell out of his accent a couple times, and I could tell.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, I see the Tom Cruise thing, which I love. Don't get me wrong, and it's great. But when I watched Brad in it, I was like, oh my gosh, this. Like, I think he's overlooked a lot with his performances.
I absolutely have to agree. I think for a long time, Hollywood just labelled him as the pretty boy. But if you watch his trajectory, that guy's been getting on his shit.
Yeah, it's very character type of work. I actually don't. I mean, I know he's a movie star.
Yeah.
But I love him more when he does character. Like, he's not the leading man. He's does character work, and I'm like, oh, actually. So much more interesting to watch you perform. What do you think, Peyton? You agree?
Yes. Sorry, I was also occupied.
No,
with the
it's all
time
good.
and everything.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
all I will say.
All right. Yeah.
Watching him in 12 Years a Slave, I mean, obviously he produced it, but he's got a tiny role. And I'm like, wow, Brad. Okay. Again, I'm just watching his work over the last kind of 10 years, and he's really kind of progressed.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I thought he was great in that.
Yeah, that was so perfectly cast.
Yeah. There we go. Perfectly cast.
And Leo's work in that was just, again, the pain you felt watching him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll give you a little thing, but I'll have to do it after this. If you're listening live on Adobe Radio, the show has ended. But don't worry, you can watch the full episode tomorrow morning on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. Just make sure you subscribe to us and just Google Wesam's World, and you should be able to find it. And if you can't do that, then, well, you got to. We're in 2022. I don't know what to tell you.
Thanks for joining us. I'll be gracious.
Anthony Mark Barrow. Quit acting. So, anyway, Tom Hardy is like kind of it's really interesting. I just want him to go to the extreme with any character he does. I think when he just does Tom Hardy, it's not him. He's an extreme
so
actor.
when
He's an extreme character actor.
What have you watched him in when he's just Tom Hardy?
Venom.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I disagree.
Yeah?
He's going ape shit in that movie for some reason. He is cranking it up to 1 million in that movie. I don't think that's Tom Hardy being Tom Hardy.
Let me reiterate. It's extreme situations, but I'm talking about like character, like really character work. When you compare him to Bronson,
Yeah.
or Peaky Blinders,
Yeah, I have a...
or the Bane. Those are much more
Right.
He's more of like the normal guy.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
what
think it's
mean
fair
by
to
that.
say like he's being Tom Hardy.
Okay,
in that
that's
movie,
you know what? That's totally fine. But he plays more of a normal guy in that moment.
Right.
With yeah. So that's where I feel
question.
it.
I haven't seen
You're right. You're right.
Venom. Haven't seen the Batman when he plays Bane. However, so you've seen Peaky Blinders, right?
Yeah.
In the style of Peaky Blinders, and I don't want to commit career suicide here, I love him as an actor.
Yeah.
When you look at the style of Peaky Blinders, and then you look at the choices made by said actor, do you not think that it's somewhat upstaging, but also getting away from the narrative and the time of what everyone else is doing?
No. And here's why. The type of character he's playing, what the character is. I think it's literally a choice. And I think...
Oh, it is. But is he allowed to get away with that choice purely because of who he is?
No, in my opinion, no.
No. Okay.
Because there is such... He's committed to it.
Yeah.
If there were times... What's a good way of explaining to it?
And by the way, I have to say, I love him as a performer. I love him as an artist.
Yeah. No, I understand. But, I mean, you put anybody... What's the lead guy's name?
Cillian Murphy.
It's going to seem exaggerated a bit whenever you put him next to it. That's my opinion, because he plays... It's more internal for a lot of his stuff.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So maybe it just seems amplified more. I don't know. That's an interesting point you make, though. But
because I love that show, and I'm a huge Cillian fan, and I love all of his work. I just love watching him and that intensity and the internalized stuff. And then, but maybe it works in the conflict of that scene and the narrative, because he is so still, he's so internal, and Alfie is a complete polar opposite to that. Yeah. But I'm like, but this isn't the same story. This isn't the same world.
I don't know why you think that, though. Why do you think it's not the same story or the same world?
I guess because everyone...
Can you be more specific?
I hate what I'm going to say. It's so... It's too much, and it's a caricature, but it is a stylistic choice. But I don't know whether it serves that world. And I don't know whether, for example, he's been allowed to have so much license because of the cachet and the name that he is. Would Wesam be allowed to get away with a performance like that, or would he be told to rein it back in and be more in tandem with what Helen's doing, what Killian's doing?
I don't know if I would make his same choices to begin with.
But let's just say that you went in with those, and they're big, bold choices, and they are great. But I'm not sure they're great for that world. But that's just my opinion. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of a hard thing to point out, because... Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a great point you bring up. There's probably a little leeway since he's Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
For sure. But it's not as extreme as, which I'm just repeating what so many podcasts have talked about. What's it called? Gucci, that Gucci film.
I haven't seen it, but I got a friend in it. Is it?
It's just the accent work in it. People are falling in and out of accents constantly. So that's where I see it.
Shout out to Yusuf, by the way. I haven't seen it, but I'm going to watch it.
Cool. Making up his relationship with somebody in the movie.
No.
That's fine.
Yusuf Kirkor. What's his name? He's in the House of Gucci.
No, I just imagine like you're lying this whole time for some reason. Just like...
No.
For like...
Yusuf, when you watch this, tell him that we know each other and I'm not lying.
It doesn't matter.
I'm sure it's great work, though.
You know what I mean? So I could see in that film where nobody wants to go up to Lady Gaga, Al Pacino, and Adam Driver. Hey, you keep falling out of the accent.
Wow.
And
did that pull you out of watching the narrative?
I haven't seen it, but a lot of people have been talking about that part of it.
Right,
and
right.
It's not just one or two shows. It's a lot of people.
So here's the thing, though. You know what it's like about our work and stuff, and we give of our best. And then there's a point when our performance can be changed in the edit. Do you know what I mean? Or sometimes it's just, I'm just doing what Peyton's told me to do because he's a director.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, how much leeway do we have to give for performances knowing that what's being filmed now might not be what's shown in 6 months' time? That's not what I did on the day, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll give you an example. Law and Order.
Right.
I improv'd. They were letting me improv. Little lines here, little lines there.
Right.
And then it's always interesting to see what they kept, what they took out. What I was going, oh, that really, what I said really wasn't servicing the story, but I understand why they cut that out, and that makes sense.
How did that come into play? was that once they knew Wesam the actor away and started kind of giving him license, or was that there from the get-go, from the first day that you walked on set?
The first day, not so much. When they
Yeah.
got me back for the second episode, I saw more opportunity to play more with the girl I was interested in the
Right.
show.
And did you just drop that in there, or did you speak to them first?
I just did it.
Right.
Just because it felt natural. And
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the director, I knew,
Okay.
and he
Yeah,
was... No, the second director, I didn't know. No, that's true. So the second episode, I was just like, oh, I just want to see what would happen. I'll give you an example. I say something, the line is blah, 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 as the lady said. And so I decided to test the waters. And I wanted to play with my acting partner. So I said, blah, 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 as the gorgeous lady said. And I saw her as the character, just like, are you flirting with me in front of my okay. And so it made this beautiful beat happen, and it made sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't change the story. And so I was like, oh, cool. They're going to allow that. And they were like, we love it. Great. And then
Yeah.
that increased.
So they gave you license.
Yeah.
And again, maybe that's what happened to Tom Hardy then. But they gave him like huge license.
Maybe. But it's fun, though.
Yeah.
Like, as an actor,
of course.
then you're like... And here's the thing. Maybe what you're saying,
But-
there's some truth to
but
it.
even that, though-
it doesn't ruin the show.
But what you did wasn't superfluous to the narrative. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes I think some of the choices I see, I'm like, what's that got to do with what's going on in that moment?
Oh, man. See, I wish now...
I mean, it'd be interesting to be
you
on
can
that.
send me specifics, and then I can watch it, and then we can...
Have you seen the series?
No, I just seen clips from it. I just watch
just-
clips of shows just to get a feel for them.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think it's a series that you'd have to watch because all of the guests. I mean, Adrian Brody came in. Killed it. I mean, just beautiful acting. And again, I am a huge Tom Hardy fan.
Adrian Brody's, all his acting choices are so, again, it's like, it's internalized. Like, he's more of an internalized actor. You watch him in any of the...
Is that an American thing? I read a great article in fact, it was this morning actually, about Brando and when he was first discovered. I can't remember the play, working with Eliza Casano, whatever his name is. And
Hot Cat on a Tin Roof? No.
yes.
Was that it?
Yeah, I think. No, Streetcar.
Streetcar, okay.
And Jessica Tandy had come over from the UK, who'd just finished working with Olivier. I read it this morning, actually. I must send it to you. And apparently, they were not getting on because she was absolutely about being professional and was because she come from the theatre. So a lot of her choices were kind of, for want of a better word, external choices because they were doing theatre. And he, being just coming out of kind of Stella Adler, brokering the method in terms of this naturalistic way of talking that she couldn't understand and couldn't hear. And it was said that he was mumbling. So there was this huge conflict. And the article poses the question, was that inherent in the American artistic community in terms of actors? So do you think, because you were saying that Brody's performance is internalized,
Yeah.
Hardy's is external. Is that a cultural thing, do you think?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just because we're so globally connected right now.
But there's many actors over here, and I say this liberally, this is the only place I've ever heard where actors call themselves, I'm a TV actor, I'm a film actor. In the UK, you're just an actor. And you go from film, TV, radio.
Oh.
I hear that a lot. I'm a
Wait,
TV actor.
I'm a TV actor.
I hear that a
What
lot.
does that mean?
Right, Wesam. You're just an actor, right?
Yeah. Wait, I thought I understood it when you said it, but then I was like, wait a minute, no. Are they asking what kind of work
No,
do you do?
I've heard lots of actors in LA say, I'm a TV actor, or I'm a film actor, or I'm a screen actor. I hear that a lot. Whereas,
yeah.
and where we come, you're just an actor. Like you go from radio, TV, film, you do all the mediums. You're just an actor that can switch between all of the mediums.
You have your students saying that?
Lots.
Yeah. What do you say to them when they say that?
Again, I say, don't you want to just be an actor who is working in all different mediums and challenging yourself?
Huh.
I mean, I've not heard it in New York.
Yeah.
But definitely in LA. Yeah, I'm a screen actor.
Yeah. Huh.
Have you never heard that?
Yeah, that would...
It doesn't comprehend with my brain. I'm like, no, you're just an actor, and you have this.
I've heard maybe I'm a commercial actor, but I've always, I guess, I've taken it like, oh, I just do commercial work.
Right.
But no, it makes sense when you say that now.
When New York, I've just heard I'm an actor. I get that.
Yeah.
But here, exclusively saying, defining, I'm a screen actor.
It's so funny, and I did it too. And when new actors, young actors, they want to be like, I'm an artist. I really am. Like, I'm an art. Like, it's more about the showing of an artist instead of being an artist, which can be multifaceted. Could be mean like you're just a normal person, or you don't seem that interesting. But whenever you're approaching the work, that's when you can express yourself. So I don't know. I think it comes with age. So I love seeing the true exuberance and energy of a young new actor getting ready to do acting class. At least it's a good start.
Yeah. But here's the thing that just struck me. You have made a choice lastly in your career to concentrate on screen, but you have been on stage. There's so many actors, again, here in LA, who've never been on stage, have no desire to be on stage. There's a lot of movie stars, by the way, who have never been on stage, who have no desire to. And I know why. Because you can't go on stage 10 shows a week for 3 hours. Because you're going to get found out. It's a very specific skill set and a beautiful one once you've mastered it.
Yes. It's tiring, though.
Yeah.
It's an endurance.
But is it more tiring than 10 shows a week?
Oh, sorry. I was talking about theater.
Yeah. I mean, that's a muscle, Wesam. You can't dial it in terms of when the curtain goes up, there's no, and let's go back to once. When you're on that train, you ain't coming up for 3 hours. That is, and I always say to my students or actors, if you never do theatre, do it once for the experience. For the table read, for sitting around the table, for dissecting the text, then going through the rehearsal process, then heading into production, and then maintaining and having to change each night. And you might have been filming in the day. I mean, in the UK, that's what we do. We film on a TV show in the day, and at night, you're on fucking stage. Doesn't matter that you're exhausted, Wesam. You have to find the energy from somewhere to go and deliver a performance because there's 1,000 people out there.
Well, like I said to those students in the beginning, everybody's here on their own accord, right? Nobody's has a gun to your head. Nobody's begging you to be an actor, right? So stop fucking complaining about shit.
Right.
Like, I know it's hard. Like, financially, I know it's hard booking jobs. I know it's hard, but again, you chose to do this, right? Great. Now, we don't ever have to address that again. Unless you want a complete career change, which is totally fine.
Right.
But stop bitching about it. I'm not going to mention the name. There was a perfect example of this where I was asked, well, you know, sometimes, and they're just starting off being an actor. You're not like decades into this where you've had like all this great experience where somebody said something like, well, what if I show up on set and they didn't have good crafty, or it was a student film and they just, you know, there wasn't like adequate like places like to rest or walk. And I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, again, you take the experience and you go, okay, what did I learn from it? Okay, I probably won't do something like this again. This is one of those crappy projects. I'll keep an eye out not to do stuff like this. Or I actually liked it. I gained some stuff from it. Maybe next time I'll bring a little bag full of water and little snackies myself so I don't have to worry about this. So now you're thinking of problem solving. You're not like making it a big negative thing. You're addressing an issue so that you take all the positive you can and you filter all the bullshit.
Absolutely.
And so then I explained that to them, to her. And then it was another like, well, what if like, oh, are you aware of what you're doing? I just gave you the proper path, but you want to be on the negative path because it's fun to bitch and moan and complain about shit.
I'm navigating.
No offense to her, by the way.
No. I'm navigating such a similar story with a young artist who, when I like to give artists, let's give people the benefit of the doubt. And very talented. Again, new to the business. Been here for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing. You need to earn your apprenticeship, but has such a sense of entitlement. Everything is a problem, and it's always someone else's fault. And the person is bemoaning the fact that they don't go out much, and it's this person's
Audition
problem.
much, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's this person's problem, that person's problem, da 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 da. I'm thinking, and I said it to my son today, if you walk around with negativity or a heavy heart or just bad intentions, you're not going to attract anything. It's what going back to spirituality and energy, Wesam. If it's negative energy, what wants to be attracted to negative energy?
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
I agree with that. And if you don't believe in that, here, how about take this? If you're faced with any kind of problem and your immediate go-to reaction is complaining, negative, you're not owning up to it, it's just all like the wrong choices.
Do something else.
Well, not only that, but like just logically, how are you going to solve any problem?
Right.
Like you're not, I know that sounds kind of crazy, but
No.
you're not going to pull at least any silver lining from any problem.
Right.
That's so crazy to me because, again, nobody asked you to move out here.
Right.
Nobody asked you to be in this business. And, like, I've got to take care of my mom and dad now.
Yeah.
That's a reality. I'm taking care of them. I've got awesome brothers that help out, but that's who I'm fighting for. So, like, who are you fighting for? Are you fighting for yourself for a better life? That's awesome. Fight for yourself then.
Right.
I think the younger students, and you do this, which thank God you do in your school, they need to be reminded that who are you fighting for? Nobody asked you to do this. Do you want to do this or not? Because if you're just going to half-ass it or you're going to complain, you're not going to take ownership off of everything, you are in for a very bumpy and horrible ride.
I do believe that. And one of the things that I love what you said is no one's holding a gun to your head. But also by nature of this industry, it is a contract. And I came up with a great analogy about this industry. It's like you go to a bar and you meet this hot person that you're attracted to. You go back home, you have a great night, and you wake up in the morning and they're not there. This industry is not going to love you in the way that you love it. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't owe you anything. And hard work, dedication, that doesn't mean that you are obligated to be on set. No one's obligated to hire you. Do you know what I mean? And I think too many people think, well, I've done the work and I need to be rewarded. It doesn't work like that.
No, because you're expecting, you're romanticizing
Yes.
it in your head.
Yeah.
When I booked my first network guest spot for The Mentalist, I remember I was so excited. And I was like, I got the call from my agent or the email, and I'm like,
I've made it.
oh, there are no fireworks. I did not expect this feeling. I'm thankful for it, but
What was the feeling?
okay, now I've got to do the work.
Right.
And then I saw the amount, and it was like, at that time it was a little over $8,000, and I'm like, oh,
I like this.
kind of.
Yeah.
I go, oh, agent manager fee, and then after taxes, oh my God,
My rent.
my
Bills.
rent. Okay, I gotta book a few of these a year to make this worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then when I filmed, I realized, whoa, I'm nervous, but I've got to deliver. Great, I did it, and then when it was done, it ended so quickly, and I'm like, I'm back to square one.
Yeah.
And then I learned throughout my career that even when people are like, we loved you, this is great, you're awesome, great, that's it. Then sometimes like,
And we're moving on.
we're moving on. Everybody has their own lives.
Yeah.
This is a business.
Yeah. That's it.
And so I was like, oh, shit.
And you're a commodity. You know, I'm huge into football, and you know, at the moment, the football season in terms of trading is just closed.
Yeah.
It's not romantic. It's business. You are a commodity. You're a piece of meat. We will trade you. We will hire you for 3 weeks. Great, thanks, Wesam, and we're moving on.
Right, because they have their own project and their own lives. The network is investing a certain amount of money into it.
Right.
You're not The Rock. You're not Tom Cruise.
Right.
You're not like a household name. Like, I mean, so there is no. I made it. I'm a series regular. Awesome. Show gets canceled after 1 or 2 seasons. Where are you
Right.
at now?
Right.
People might go, oh, cool. He was a series regular or she was a series regular. Great. We'll bring him into the room. Now you have to keep delivering.
Yeah.
It doesn't end there. That's so fascinating to me that people don't grasp onto that more quickly.
Question: Did you enter with a strategy or a plan, or this is the type of work I want to do? This is where I kind of want to be in 5 years' time. This is where I want to be in 10 years' time. Or
Yes. It's all been tactically discussed
Yeah.
and mulled over, not just by me, but by I talked with my agent, I talked with my manager about it, I talked with other actors about it who are more successful to me. That's also something really smart to do.
Yeah.
Talk to the people who are actually working,
Yeah.
because that's the only way to learn and possibly get a good route for you to go on.
Yeah.
So how silly would it be not to do that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's happened maybe, but that's like going into a survival situation and be like, you know what, I don't want to bring any tools with me.
Right.
Nah, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay? Anyway, hey,
Yeah.
this was a great convo, as usual.
I love it.
Still don't know what the pin means. That bothers me. Well, why don't you just tell me what it means? Seriously.
You've never heard of Basquiat?
I'm sorry, I haven't heard of Basquiat.
I don't
Can you
believe
please tell me?
No, I don't believe you.
Oh, dude, I'm getting angry on my show.
No, do you know what? As I say to my child, I'm not going to give you everything. I've given you the name. Go and research and find out who he was for yourself.
You don't know what it means.
No, he's a person.
Who was he?
I don't
Oh,
believe.
he doesn't know!
I don't believe that you don't know who Basquiat is.
I'm telling you, I
You're a
don't know.
huge art fan. You have been in New York since we finished filming together. For 6 months you've been in New York and you don't know who Basquiat is. I'll leave that with you guys.
I'm literally imagining choking.
Can you all just sending or write or DM him
What are you talking about?
about
Having a stroke?
Basquiat?
What?
Just
Are you okay?
he's joking, right, Peyton? He is joking.
I'm not joking. I need to know what.
I know he's not joking about he doesn't know who this is, but
He does know who he is.
no, he legit
Peyton,
doesn't.
please, no.
No, he I don't know who it is either.
Yeah.
Who is this?
But
Okay.
he claims that he's an art fan. He must know.
What kind of art fan does he claim he is? Like
That's a good question. What
yeah.
kind of art fan are you? I want to invest in a book for you.
Bro, I want to kick you so bad right
I
now.
don't care.
I wanna
You don't know who
kick you.
Basquiat is.
I want to kick through you
I
right
don't,
now.
kick me. I don't care. Wesam. No, seriously, you have to find out who Basquiat is.
Hey, guy with a scarf, tell me who Basquiat is.
Okay, so 60s New York, Warhol, Basquiat. They kind of revolutionized New York. Basquiat kind of went under Warhol's kind of wing, as it were. Black guy. I think he died when he was about 28 from a heroin overdose. Really abstract art. Look it up. Film coming out next year about his life.
Oh, cool! Now that's all you had to say, right?
But I can't believe that you don't know who he is.
I told you I didn't know.
I don't believe you though. You would know. You would know. Do you know what? No, I'm clearly giving you a lot more credit for being smart than I should have.
Man, you're so
done.
unbearable. I can't wait till we work together and I get you fired.
We're never going to work together again. Because first thing I do, I'll say who's attached, and if it's you,
Yeah?
I ain't doing it.
You think that'll happen?
Probably not. Probably never going to work again. Actually, I hope I'm going to be working in New York soon.
Are you serious?
I hope so. I'm waiting to hear about
Well,
something.
I wish we could have said something on the show, but I guess we can't.
Yeah, we
Well,
can't.
I hope you get to work in New York, and I hope that maybe I'm there too. And then I could, I don't know. I feel like I could I wish I could just beat you up
Yeah,
and just leave you there.
You can't do that.
Dude,
I'm
how
quite tough.
funny would that be?
I'm quite tough.
If I just beat you up
You can never beat me up.
and then you have
I
to
know
tell
you send me
people
those.
I beat you up?
I know you put on your stories those stupid pictures of you wearing a headband doing your pull-ups, like Jane Fonda in the 80s. Oh, and by the way,
Scarf guy.
why are you shouting?
Scarf guy.
Why are you shouting?
Telling me that my headband isn't cool.
Why are you shouting?
Because I'm angry.
Do you need to do some yoga now?
Oh yeah.
You sound very angry.
Man.
So,
Oh man, I'm
and
imagining beating you.
what's
up.
quite funny is when you
Mm.
post those gym pictures, it's
Yeah.
always in slow motion.
Slow motion.
It's quite funny. But you couldn't beat me up. Anyway, I'm going to send you some info on Basquiat.
Please don't anymore.
No. I think you might like him. Mind you, you're not a great fan of abstract, are you?
No.
No, you might not then.
Yep. Nope. Had this conversation with Matthew.
Talking the mic for me.
Had this conversation with Matthew.
It's the training, look. No problem with me. Projection, just saying.
What's that? Sorry, what?
I can't legislate because...
I can't legislate.
Anyway, Basquiat, look him up. But as I said, you don't like...
I don't like
abstract.
I like Dutch Impressionists. I like darker stuff.
Do you like...
I do like abstract. I like the old hell depictions, like Jesus walks through hell.
No, I mean... he's
Abstract?
Yeah, some of those pieces are very... Or they're surrealism. I guess
Yeah,
they're
surrealism.
Yeah, not really abstract.
Do you like Frida Kahlo?
Who's Frida?
Here we go again.
Not that you would, but don't ever invite me on here again.
Yeah?
I thought I was meeting a like-minded individual
Oh, yeah?
who's creative artist.
what you thought?
You're a bullshit artist, you are.
Oh, yeah?
You are.
Yeah.
No, you're an LA artist.
Yeah.
That's what he is. You are. You're not just... You don't know who Frida Kahlo is. Shut up! I'm not playing this game.
Man.
Anyway, would you like to come? Peyton, you and I and Alexander should go to the Frida Kahlo immersive exhibition that's coming up.
That was the most British thing ever said in this room. And no,
What, let's go and see art together?
Yeah. The way you said it. The way you said it.
Well, how did I say it? Let's hear
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Let's hear it.
You're the worst at bits.
They want to hear it.
Who?
They. Sorry, it's only me watching it. I'd like to hear you say that
they stopped
again.
listening a long time ago. They stopped listening 5 minutes in.
So why are you still talking? Say what I said.
This is for your son.
Say what I
okay?
said. It's not
for
my
him
son.
to go, oh no, my dad. This is what he's like? This is for your son. Oh no, dad. He's a, oh,
My son will be good. In fact, my son
dad's a
knows who
dork.
Basquiat is.
my dad's a dork?
Did you know that? And he knows who Van Gogh is. But anyway, let's go see the Frida Kahlo immersive exhibition.
No. That sounds so boring.
I'm trying to bring some culture into your life.
I want to see what her stuff looks like first.
What?
Yeah.
You've never seen her works.
I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Mind you, that's because you haven't travelled much, I guess. But when you've been an extensive traveller like me, because I'm European.
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess it's just one of
Yeah.
the things we do.
Right. That's crazy they still let you travel at your age. You know? They're not
I
worried.
don't believe you don't know who Frida Kahlo is now. Stop this. This is...
I know. Who's Frida? Why don't you tell me about her since you're so
Preposterous.
well versed in
No,
art?
I
No,
can't.
no. I want to hear it from Professor Art.
No.
So please
You're shouting
educate
again.
me.
You're shouting. Stop it. No, I'm going to send you lots of info now. I'm going to buy you some books. I really will.
Yeah. You know what? Please buy me
But you
books.
won't read them, will you?
No.
Did you read the book that we bought you last time? The art book? Your favourite artist?
That book is incredible.
Good.
I have it. Oh, my God. It's been such a gem.
Wonderful.
Such a gem. The Mission of Art. That's... Yeah.
You're welcome. That's
Yeah.
not a surprise, Peyton.
Yeah, he gave it to me.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
That guy got you that?
No.
guy?
You see what I mean? See the impression you give off of people?
But just he's...
See
his
the
voice
impression?
went up 5 octaves.
I know.
That guy?
Yeah, and just think about why he would do that.
Because of you.
No,
You've
because
in-
of you.
You've influenced him.
He is such a negative
He
person
is.
to be around.
He is. My God.
Your aura.
Hashtag let's save Peyton.
Dude, I hope you do my yoga class.
Just saying. I'm not doing your yoga class.
Yeah, you can't do it.
I can't come up with that much negative energy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Why are you drinking your own urine? Is that some kind of yoga thing? Why are you so loud? There's a microphone just here. Don't say
Bro,
that.
I can be as
Don't
loud
call
as
me
I
bro.
want.
It's
All right?
quite offensive.
Bro is
We have
offensive?
People complain about the audio like spiking at points.
On his mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you bro. What gender do you identify with?
We should have a comedy double act. Didn't we really entertain Marg?
Oh, Marg loved us.
Yeah, she did.
Marg and the rest of the cast loved us.
They did. I was hoping for a spin-off, our own show.
Yeah, but the network was like, "Oh, we love Wesam. Who's he acting with?" And they're like, "Anthony Mark Barrow." And they're like,
Who?
Yeah, and then they're like, "Let's see his tape." And they're like,
What tape?
Oh, it was terrible. Fire him. They're like, "All right."
And they did.
And it's weird. I kept working with NBC, and that's so weird.
I'm never going to work for them again, am I?
I saw your
Is that because all of my scenes are with you?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. On paper, it kind of works.
Yeah, but I'm still working. You ever thought about that part?
You blackballed me, literally.
Maybe.
Haven't you?
Maybe I got you canceled and you don't even know about it.
Wouldn't surprise me.
They're asking, what's it like working with Anthony?
Why would you do that to me? I bought you a book as well.
Yeah. I'm a pretty bad person, aren't I? I'm kind of like the devil, right?
But you know what? I have the capacity to forgive.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I'm going to get you a Frida Kahlo book.
Are you wearing makeup?
No, I just have exquisite skin.
Okay. Sorry. Continue.
Okay.
Sorry.
And a Basquiat book. I think you'll like them. Why are you looking at my lips?
So do you choose not to shave your neck? Is that the way it goes?
I shaved today. I shave once a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Just this part. So disrespectful.
He's so horrible. But this is what I love about you. You're so...
Oh, man.
What's the word I'm looking for? Darkly disrespectful.
This asshole yesterday,
Whoa!
we were playing video
Don't
games.
come for him.
What did I do?
You were playing video games, an adult playing video games. Oh, I'm sorry, I've offended the whole gaming community. Sorry.
Oh, whoa.
Sorry, guys.
Whoa.
But
Wait, did you do something that annoyed me yesterday during the game?
Did I?
I don't remember.
Well, you better remember because you exclaimed, "This asshole over here."
Yeah,
you
I
better
called him
have something to back
you
it
know
up.
what? No, I don't remember.
Oh.
No. Actually, you didn't do anything. I'm sorry. I
Just
take that back. I'm
calling
sorry.
me
I
an
apologize.
asshole for
I
no
just-
reason.
Why
You
am
see
I-
what he does to me?
Hey,
All
don't be
the
a
time.
pasty fuck. Just
There
come
it is.
Whoa.
There it is.
you know, this yoga and this spirituality, it's doing nothing for you. Oh, I believe in God. What?
on. Wow.
That's what you said. It's on
Wow.
tape. This
That's-
is why the world is kind of screwed. If everyone has spirituality like you,
Yeah.
you should all be more like me.
I hate your outfit more than anything.
I don't care.
It looks like you got confused walking into your closet.
Okay, in the comment box or
It
whatever
looks
you
like
do,
you got
comment.
confused walking into your wife's closet.
Oh wow!
All right.
She has more taste than I do anyway.
Obviously.
So you're not liking my scarf, no?
Rude.
So rude.
Yeah.
Well, no, I got my scarf.
Look at what he's wearing.
What's wrong with it?
You're like Isaiah.
Who's Isaiah?
My friend Isaiah with his shoes. His terrible.
Weird shoes.
He has the worst taste in shoes.
Let me guess. Is Isaiah African American?
No.
You lie.
He's
yes.
white.
No.
He's not.
He's not.
He's not.
It's the way you said it. Isaiah. I thought, oh, here we go. Contrast and compare.
Later of whether he's joking or not.
I know, right?
I have.
0 friends.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking about Jonte.
Jonte.
Yeah.
How many dark friends do you have?
How many dark friends do I have? 1,
How many chocolate friends do you have?
2, 3. A lot.
No, you don't. You don't have a lot.
Yeah, I do.
Me and 2 more.
No, I have a lot actually.
Wow, I'm impressed. I thought I was
Yeah.
the only one.
No, I'm not like you.
Wow.
Do you have friends still?
What's her name? Savoy Brown. I feel sorry for her.
Who?
Your friend Savoy Brown. What's the name?
Wait, what?
Jasmine Savoy Brown. Yeah, I feel sorry for her.
I know.
Jasmine.
the name.
Yeah. He's funnier, so I just needed to let him know.
Jasmine, I feel you, ma'am. Extract him like a cancer. Cut him out of your life. Just saying.
You know what?
Take the scalpel to him.
Listen to the text message. She
Cut
gave
him
me.
out of your life.
Hold on. Listen. I have 15 text messages.
Oh, God.
Her?
No. Just from in general. This is the text message I got from her today. Listen to this. I go, hey, coffee next week, Monday. She goes, next Monday I'm shooting my next music video. We actually need extras for 4 hours if you're free.
Perfect role for you. Extra.
I can't replay the messages I played back.
Oh, No, let's hear them.
No, better not.
Not a nice guy.
Nope.
Just
Not-
saying.
If those were ever isolated, I'm out of here.
I'd love to get him. We could just get him cancelled
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah. I would love to see you act someday.
All right.
Hey, thanks for watching today.
Dude, weren't you about to wrap up the show like 20 minutes
I
ago?
know.
But I'm so interesting. He's compelled to keep watching me, to keep probing my erstwhile brain.
You would love for me to keep probing you, wouldn't you?
Wow. Okay. And that, my friends, is a wrap. See you next time.
All right. Hey, what's the school you go to called?
The school that I teach at is the Identity School of Acting. Come through if you're an actor, a budding actor.
Dude!
Dude!
That is the best thing ever!
Dude!
What's the school you go to called? And he's a teacher there. You're the head teacher, right?
I'm the head of acting, yeah.
That's insane to me. That's crazy.
The blind leading the blind. Come on. Why not?
No, what's the school called? Because people should actually go there if they want to be actors.
The Identity School of Acting. Tremendous success in the UK. Spawned actors like John Boyega, Letitia Wright, Damson Idris, and a slew of other actors. And we have a branch in LA. But we are the real deal. Come through if you take your craft seriously.
Yep. All right. Thanks for coming on.
My
And
pleasure.
If you ever book something or something and you want to plug it, if that happens,
It's
just
not gonna
let me
happen.
know. All right.
That's cool.
Bye, guys. Always, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you just click the subscribe button if you enjoyed our talk, had a good time with us. Hit the like button. It helps with the algorithm and all that good stuff. And yeah, always remember to listen, think, and then talk. Bye.
And then
Mwah.
comment on my clothing. Thank you.